Hello students, welcome to La Excellence IAS Kalam program, a GS Mains Answer Writing Initiative, Season 2, Episode 36. I am Kiranmayi and we will be continuing this season for about 50 episodes. A small information about La Excellence IAS new initiative. We are presenting Economic Survey of the year 2019-20 discussion as an online Zoom class by Ram Sudhir sir, Oberoi sir and Vilas sir. Try to make best use of your lockdown with these classes which are going to last for 7 days starting 3rd May. For more details, check the description. Let us now look at today's question. Define mantle plume and explain its role in plate tectonics. This is a question for 10 marks and we have to write the answer in 150 words. This is a previous year's question from UPSC Civil Services Mains exam of 2018. This is from General Studies Paper 1, Geography, and from the subtopic of Plate Tectonics. This is a static question. If we look at some of the prerequisites required to answer this question, we need to have a conceptual understanding of the basic processes. What is meant by mantle plume? What is mantle plume? If this is the cross section of the earth and this is the core, this is the mantle and this is the crust, mantle plume refers to a narrow column of hot rock. Okay, this is a narrow column of hot rock which is moving from the deeper part of the mantle. This is the deeper part of the mantle and this is the superficial part. From the deeper part of the mantle, this column of hot rock is moving towards the surface, that is towards the mantle and crust junction. This junction is known as asthenosphere here, and this is known as lithosphere. Lithosphere is the crust plus superficial most part of the mantle, which is solid part. Okay, so from core towards the lithosphere, this hot rock moves as a narrow column which is known as mantle plume, and at the junction it diverges to form a mushroom shaped cup. Okay, mushroom shaped cap is formed to the plume. What does this do? This heats up the lithosphere lying over it. As a result, some chambers are formed which are known as magma chambers, which connect or which supply to the volcanoes which are overlying. These are known as hot spots. Okay, so hot spots overlie the mantle plume regions. What is mantle plume? It is a narrow column of hot rock which connects the core with the lithosphere. Okay, heating up the lithosphere resulting in the formation of magma chambers and overlying hot spots. So this concept you need to have an understanding before attempting this answer. Apart from that, what is the relation of mantle plume with plate tectonics? It results in breakup of the continent. Why? Because it is exerting some tension. As a result, the continent which is overlying will break up. Okay, as a result, there will be a rift formation and hence it will help in the formation of new plates. Okay, it rather than movement of plates, it results in formation of new plates by breaking the continent. So that is the role it plays, mantle plume plays in formation of new plates in plate tectonics. So it is carrying the energy from the core of the earth to the surface. Okay, there is a lot of energy in the core of the earth. This energy is transported to the surface through this mantle plume, and that is one of the driving forces for plate tectonics. So this concept one needs to have an understanding before attempting this question. Let us now look at some of the value addition points which can be written in an answer from geography question. Any geography question will be having a value addition by making use of diagrams. Just now I discussed what is the concept of mantle plume. That could not be possible without drawing a diagram. So a diagram is must for a geography conceptual based question. Also, maps are important as value addition in geography questions. For example, you are giving some examples, you can mark them in the maps. Okay, maps and diagrams add a lot of value to your geography answers. The second value addition is through examples. For example, I told you what a hotspot means. Examples of such hotspots are Hawaii Islands, also Iceland, Reunion Island, etc. Okay, so such examples give a lot of value, they let you get around half to 1 mark more than others who don't write the examples. So these are value addition points which you can write in your answer. Coming to what is to be avoided in writing this answer, though the question is mentioning about plate tectonics, don't go into the details of the tectonics. This is a secondary question to the mantle plume. So you can give a small introduction about plate tectonics, but don't write details of plate tectonics. Details of what are all the plates, what are the minor plates and all need not be written. The question is about mantle plume and its role, so try to avoid more detailing of plate tectonics. If we look at how to write the answer in the introduction, body and conclusion format, I think the best way to introduce is by writing the definition of mantle plume. And then in the body part I think has to be written in two parts. In the first part, explaining what mantle plume means. See, definition could be simple, but you will have to draw a diagram, explain the mechanism of mantle plume. Along with that, you have to give some examples. So that should form the first part of your body. And the second part ideally should contain a small introduction about plate tectonics, because that is a key word and not everybody is expected to understand it. So you should give a small information or introduction about plate tectonics and then give the role of mantle plume in plate tectonics. And in the conclusion, you can just summarize the role of mantle plume in plate tectonics. So try to make use of as many diagrams as well as the flow charts explaining how mantle plume helps in plate tectonics. Let us now look at a sample answer. So this person writes, mantle plume is a column of abnormally hot rock within the Earth's deep mantle, which carries heat upwards to the core and mantle boundary. I think this should be crust. Okay, this should be crust. It carries the heat to the crust and mantle boundary, where it diverges and heat is transferred to the lower lithosphere. So heat is transferred to the lower lithosphere. Here he is trying to give a definition of what mantle plume is. Okay, he has made a small mistake here. Try to avoid such mistakes. And he has drawn a small diagram describing what it is. Let us see what is written in the diagram. He is telling it is cross section of the earth, and he has written core, mantle and lithosphere, and this is deep part and superficial part, and this is mantle plume. He is describing these as hot spots, magma chamber and flood basalt. What is this flood basalt? Whenever this mantle plume containing the hot rock extrudes out of the lithosphere, and because of being liquid it spreads over a larger region, it results in the formation of basaltic rock. This explains the formation of Deccan traps which we have in the Deccan Plateau. Because it is black in color, it produces black soil also. Okay, so this mantle plume results in volcano formations at the hotspot regions, also Deccan traps. So he has drawn a good diagram which is describing what is mantle plume and how it is connecting the core to the mantle and crust junction. He then writes it is invoked as a cause of volcanic hotspots and flood basalts. Example, Deccan traps and Siberian traps. He has given examples. So these are the value additions I was talking about. So volcanic hotspots, Hawaii Islands and Iceland. He should have drawn a small map of the world describing these locations, which would have added more value. Nevertheless, this examples itself are a good value addition. Let us see what he writes further. He is writing role of mantle plume in plate tectonics. Plate tectonics is a theory that states that Earth's lithosphere is divided into 7 large plates and multiple smaller plates which are constantly in motion over geological time scale. So he is just defining what plate tectonics is. Okay, Earth's lithosphere. I hope you all know what lithosphere means. Lithosphere is Earth's crust and superiormost part of the mantle, okay, which is in solid state. Both these are in solid state. Just immediately below it we have a semi-solid asthenosphere, which is the superficial part of mantle, wherein we have convection current cells. Okay, convection cells we have got in the asthenosphere. He has also drawn a diagram here where he is describing, this is the mantle plume, this is the extension force by mantle plume which is causing a fracture in the lithosphere, and here there are convection cells. I think this should have been drawn little up, which are restricted only to asthenosphere. Okay, so let us see what he writes. Divergence of mantle plume beneath the lithospheric plates results in extensional force. Plates are stretched and finally ruptured. So the plates are having a stretch because of this extension force created by mantle plume. As a result, plates are further carried, okay, plates are stretched and finally ruptured. He further writes that plates are further carried by the convection currents. These are the convection current cells which are present in the asthenosphere of the mantle. He then writes, rupture of Africa along East African Rift Valley. What is this East African Rift Valley? If this is African continent, there is a rift valley in this region known as the East African Rift Valley, which is being said that it is dividing the African continent, and the concept behind this is mantle plume. He then writes, hence mantle plume is responsible for carrying the energy from Earth's core to the lithosphere. This is one more point. It is carrying the energy from Earth's core to the lithosphere and is providing the force responsible for movements of plates over asthenosphere, and hence having an important role in plate tectonics. This is the conclusion he is giving, summarizing that mantle plume is responsible for transfer of energy from Earth's core to the lithosphere. Adding one more point also, not just summarizing, he is trying to add one more point, that there is a transfer of energy from Earth's core to the lithosphere, providing the force responsible for plate tectonics. If we analyze the entire answer, he has given a decent introduction. He has made a small mistake, but that's okay. Then he has drawn a diagram describing how mantle plume works. He has given examples, and then he told about plate tectonics. Then he drew a small flowchart how it helps in plate tectonics. He has also given an example here, and then he has written a good conclusion, writing additional value points. I think overall it is a good answer. Before coming to the end of our discussion, let me give you a task for the day. Try to learn the maps of India and world by heart so that you can draw in whichever answers possible. Also, try to read about plate tectonics and make a short note of it, the factors responsible for plate tectonics, the force driving the plate tectonics, etc., so that your mains preparation during the 3.5 month interval becomes easier. Let us all meet again tomorrow. Thank you.